The sheriff said Mama June and Doak both were cooperative. Ms. Shannon was very cordial, he said. She was very nice, and funny of course. Mama June and Honey Boo Boo first came on the reality television scene in 2012 on TLC's Toddlers and Tiaras. That led to a spin-off show, Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, which aired on TLC from 2012 through 2014. The show was cancelled after it was learned that Shannon was dating a registered sex offender. Brunson said he was overwhelmed by the number of calls to his office from media around the country, and specifically noted a call from the Wendy Williams show. Me myself, I wasn't too familiar with Mama June or the TV show, he said, but someone else recognized them immediately. The sheriff said he understands Mama June is in the public eye but said he and his deputies tried to treat the situation the same as they would with anyone else. To me it's a little unfair, he said of the attention around the arrests. We want to give them the same privacy and respect we give everyone else. If you purchase a product or register for an account through a link on our site, we may receive compensation. By using this site, you consent to our user agreement and agree that your clicks, interactions, and personal information may be collected, recorded, and/or stored by us and social media and other third-party partners in accordance with our privacy policy. However, Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson is ready to have her voice heard. It's no secret that Mama June Shannon has been struggling to regain the trust of her daughters after a 2019 arrest for drug possession led to a rehab stay. But in an exclusive sneak peek of the April 9th episode of Mama June, Road to Redemption, Alana and her mom will come face to face for the first time in over a year for an honest, revealing conversation. It's just hard because you wasn't there for my first day of high school and I think that's a pretty big thing, Alana shared through tears. It was hard for me not having my mom there and I had to come home and tell Pumpkin what I was doing. I'm very grateful that Pumpkin was there for me, but why wasn't you there? Why wasn't you there when I needed you most? While Mama June confessed to being sick and unable to care for herself, the WeTV reality star told her daughters that she was ready to make things better. I know I was selfish when I went to rehab and to be honest with you, I'm still a little bit selfish in my recovery, she admitted. But I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get you all back in my life and that's the reason why I'm here today. With the support of family therapist Dr. Ish, Alana wasn't done speaking her truth. You don't know how many nights I cried myself to sleep just hoping and praying that you didn't overdose, she shared. God, please don't let my mom die. Please just hold on to her. Just please. I just wanted you there and even if I texted your phone, I wouldn't even get a text back so hell. I never knew if you were alive or dead anyways. During this week's all-new episode, Mama June will also be faced with a surprise drug test as her boyfriend Geno Doak does something unexpected that nobody saw coming. As for where Mama June stands with her daughters today, you'll just have to keep watching. You're watching me trying to man up and trying to open up and trying to say, hey, everybody deserves a second chance and that I'm not perfect, Mama June previously told E! News. But you know, hopefully by the end of the season, they will say we're back together. However, arrest records of Mama June Shannon, mother of Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson, were made public Monday following her arrest last week on drug charges at an Alabama gas station. The 39-year-old reality star from Georgia and her boyfriend, 43-year-old Eugene Geno Doak, were arrested March 13 in Macon County. According to a deposition in the case, deputies responded about 3 p.m. that Wednesday to the Sunoco gas station on Pleasant Spring Drive near Tuskegee. Records list Shannon as the victim in a domestic violence case against Doak, and state she was verbally attacked. During the investigation, however, drugs and drug paraphernalia were found. Shannon and Doak, according to the criminal complaint, were in possession of crack cocaine and a crack pipe. Both are charged with felony drug possession and unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia, which is a misdemeanor. Additionally, Doak was charged with third-degree domestic, also a misdemeanor. Records state Doak told Shannon that he was going to kill her with the intent to carry out the threat. Macon County Sheriff Andre Brunson said he may release more information and mugshots at some point. TMZ reported an audio of a conversation between Shannon and the tow truck driver after she was released. She was trying to get her car out of impound. June sounds manic as she describes what she says went down, the show reported. Mama June and Honey Boo Boo first came on the reality television scene in 2012 on TLC's Toddlers and Tiaras. That led to a spin-off show, Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, which aired on TLC from 2012 through 2014. The show was cancelled after it was learned that Shannon was dating a registered sex offender. Another spin-off featuring Shannon aired in 2017 called Mama June, From Not to Hot, documents her weight loss transformation from 460 to 160 pounds. If you purchase a product or register for an account through a link on our site, we may receive compensation. By using this site, you consent to our user agreement and agree that your clicks, interactions, and personal information may be collected, recorded, and/or stored by us and social media and other third-party partners in accordance with our privacy policy. However, Lauryn Pumpkin Shannon is keeping her fans up to date on younger half-sister Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson's living situation. On Tuesday, January 5, Lauryn, 21, posted a photo to Instagram of herself with husband Joshua Efford and their 2-year-old daughter, Ella, at Disney World theme park in Orlando. Lauryn is best known for appearing with her family on such reality shows as Here Comes Honey Boo Boo and Mama June, From Not to Hot. Disney 2021, she captioned the cute shot, adding a heart emoji. When one individual commented to ask if Alana, 15, is living with her mom or with her dad, Lauryn replied, "She's still with me." June Shannon, aka Mama June, who is Alana and Lauryn's mom, was arrested in March 2019 for alleged possession of a controlled substance and drug paraphernalia. Her boyfriend, Geno Doak, was also arrested on these charges, along with third-degree domestic violence. At that time, an insider told E! News, none of her daughters are talking to her at this point, including Alana. They've cut her off. June took to Instagram on December 27 to announce that she is currently 11 months sober and is 1 month shy of being able to work at a rehab center, which she described as her dream. However, Mama June's boyfriend, Geno Doak, has finally been sentenced following his 2019 arrest for felony drug possession. He and the TLC reality star were taken into custody in October 2019, after witnesses reported the pair got into a fight at an Alabama gas station. At the time, Geno and Mama June were both charged with alleged possession of a controlled substance and drug paraphernalia, with Geno additionally facing a charge of alleged domestic violence in the third degree. Mama June Shannon says she and longtime beau Geno Doak have parted ways for good. Shannon told a friend on social media chat that Doak is not in the f***ing picture of her life, according to TMZ, noting that he's not part of my life and hasn't been for some time. She said those concerned with the ongoings of Doak, who she had been linked with since 2017, should check his Instagram page. Confirmation of their split came more than 2 years after both were arrested March 15, 2019 outside of a gas station in Alabama in connection with crack cocaine possession, after police were called to the scene for a domestic dispute. Doak was sentenced to 16 months in prison in connection with the incident, as he entered custody July 29, 2021 and has a release date of November 28, 2022, according to documents viewed by The Sun. He had entered into a plea deal with prosecutors and is serving his sentence at Macon Community Corrections, TMZ reported last week, and is also sentenced to 2 years of probation and a substance abuse program as part of the plea. Doak was also charged with third-degree domestic violence and harassment, as well as drug paraphernalia possession, in the incident. Authorities said they recovered from their vehicle items including needles, a green pill and a glass pipe with white residue. In the case, the Mama June, From Not to Hot star received a sentence of 100 hours of community service in connection with the incident. The struggles for Shannon prompted numerous family problems, as her daughter Lauryn Shannon assumed custody of Alana, in the wake of the 2019 arrest. The McIntyre, Georgia native earlier this summer had a reunion with daughters Anna, Jessica, Lauryn and Alana during a baby shower for Lauryn. Anna told The Sun that Doak was not present at the gathering. In an April edition of her new WE show Mama June, Road to Redemption, Mama June spoke with Alana about how she had missed out on a lot amid the years of turbulence. "I want to be here for y'all and I want to be the best mom I can be," she said on the show, which documented ongoings as she and Doak both checked into a rehab facility. However, with June Shannon geared up and ready to start her new surgically enhanced bod on season 2 of Mama June, From Not to Hot, we thought we'd share/warn viewers of what exactly they're in for this season. Prop up your forklift foot and grab some sketty and read our picks for the 5 most cringeworthy moments from the new From Not to Hot trailer. Back in the toddlers and tiaras days, we watched as Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson worked the preschool pageant scene under the coaching of June. Now, with June wanting to show off her sucked and tucked body via the cringeworthy on its own adult beauty pageant circuit, she's enlisted the help of Alana. On season 2, we'll grit through incredibly scripted scenes of Alana instructing June on how to move her forklift foot gracefully, while also attempting to find a talent for her mother that does not include burping. Also, there's something extra cringeworthy about watching a grown woman playing with a ribbon dancer in order to practice for her upcoming pageant. While pregnant 17-year-olds are nothing new to reality TV, thanks to Farrah Abraham and company, seeing Pumpkin break the news to June, on camera, naturally, in the season 2 trailer immediately reminds us that this is the same person who has said she's most nervous about having a baby because, it does have to come out of my hoo-ha. Oh boy. As the Ashley told you, the baby came out of the hoo-ha yesterday. It appears June will explore the dating scene this season, as evident by the mystery man her daughters spot her kissing in the new trailer. This is, of course, totally set up for the cameras and just kind of gross. And don't even get us started on the other dumpster trash men June has dated in recent years. That's a whole other story. Watching June's ex-husband/thing Mike Sugar Bear Thompson and his wife Jennifer go at each other's faces like they're trying to win a pie-eating contest at the local fair is almost enough to make us walk away from this show altogether. And as hard as it is to watch these scenes, it's even more awful to listen to them. Oh, the sounds. However, in recent months, there have been more than a few unfavorable headlines in regards to Mama June. But instead of just staying quiet and idle, many family members are coming together to make sure the reality star gets some help. In a sneak peek of Mama June From Not to Hot, viewers watch as Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson, Lauryn Pumpkin Shannon and more plead for change. Do you not understand that I am staying with my sister and that's not by choice? Honey Boo Boo shared while tearing up. It's not my choice. Pumpkin added, if this intervention doesn't work, she's either going to end up in jail or she's going to die. News has learned that the intervention was a direct request made by Mama June's family. Dr. Ish Major stepped in to lead the family meeting. And for those wondering if Mama June's boyfriend was involved, we're told Geno stayed away as many believe he isn't good for Mama June. I hate my f***ing self, Mama June shared in the sneak peek. I want to f***ing kill the person that I am now. Back in March, News confirmed that Mama June was arrested for alleged possession of a controlled substance and drug paraphernalia. As for her relationship with Geno, many family members have expressed their concerns. But in a recent interview with News, Mama June shared just how special he was. You never know what the future holds, she teased. Right now, I'm very much still in love with him. Very, very happy. I don't see the relationship ending anytime soon. However, Mama June Shannon, mother of Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson, and her boyfriend had spent all night at an Alabama Greyhound track, casino, and hotel in Shorter before their arrests last week in Macon County. Sheriff Andre Brunson on Tuesday released more details about the arrests of 39-year-old reality television star and her 43-year-old boyfriend, Eugene Geno Doak, and said the couple was on their way back home to Georgia from Victoryland in Shorter. They'd been out there all night, having a good time, gambling and whatnot, Brunson said. Sheriff's deputies were dispatched that Wednesday after receiving reports of a domestic disturbance on the highway. When they got to the scene, the couple was stopped in the parking lot at the Sunoco gas station on Pleasant Spring Drive. Shannon was in the front seat and Doak was in the back seat. According to court records, Doak had stated to Shannon that he was going to kill her with the intent to carry out the threat, and he was charged with third-degree domestic violence. Brunson said there were no signs of injury to Shannon or Doak and, in fact, their demeanor when deputies arrived was anything but contentious. They were acting so lovey when they were here, he said. Brunson said Shannon took responsibility for the drugs and drug paraphernalia since it was her vehicle, but both are charged with felony drug possession and unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia, which is a misdemeanor. Additionally, Doak was charged with third-degree domestic, also a misdemeanor, which required a mandatory 24-hour stint in the Macon County Jail. Shannon was released the same day of the arrests and Doak was released the following day. Asked if they were impaired at the time of their arrests, Brunson said, Doak admitted he'd been drinking. They were each let out on bond and subsequently pleaded not guilty to the charges 7 months after their arrest. According to a plea agreement obtained by E! News, in April, Mama June, aka June Shannon, was sentenced to 100 hours of community service, court supervision and other conditions, like random drug screenings. Mama June's reaction was filmed as part of her WeTV reality series Mama June, Road to Redemption. Now, Rod Giddens, Doak's attorney, confirms to E! News that his client was sentenced to 16 months. Mr. Doak was placed in Community Corrections Program, the lawyer states. He is not in custody and has to report as directed. He is able to work and be at his own residence. Additionally, Giddens, who also represents Mama June, tells E! News, Mama June, is completing pretrial diversion at which time all charges will be dismissed. She is doing everything required. Per Doak's plea deal, which was obtained by E! News, the drug paraphernalia charge was dismissed and he will begin his 2-year probation after he serves his 16 months. Additionally, Geno will have to undergo drug addiction treatment. In April, Mama June shared that she was 7 months sober after spending $600,000 on drugs over a course of 6 months. At the time, she shared, in a year we probably spent over $1 million, because our habit was $3,500 to $4,000 a day. While Geno joined her for the extent of her drug binge, the Here Comes Honey Boo Boo star said she doesn't blame him for what happened. It's not his fault that I had my addiction, Mama June explained. I believe that during our addiction, both of us were in what I call our crazy state of mind, and sometimes you got to love people through their addiction. He loved me through my addiction, and I've loved him through his addiction. Additionally, she has made amends with her 4 daughters, including Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson. In June, she reunited with all of her children for Lauryn Pumpkin Efrod's baby shower. However, she recently reached out on social media, where she revealed she missed her family and is trying to turn her life around. However, Mama June Shannon's Instagram message was slammed by her family, with it said that they are not buying her claims. According to TMZ, Mama June's family believe her optimistic message is a ploy to deceive the public and to earn money. A source revealed to the publication that her relatives do not believe the 40-year-old's heartfelt words and say that the picture she used on her Instagram post is 2 years old. The insider added that the family think that June is only saying this so she can gain some positive attention, so she can start making money through Instagram ads. TMZ goes on to report that June has only contacted her family once in recent times, and that was only to check on a family member who had suffered a heart attack. They report that June went radio silent once more when her kids inquired about her well-being and whereabouts, and therefore believe her recent message smells like BS. Mail Online have contacted representatives of Mama June to comment. Mama June took to social media on Thursday to tell her family she misses them in the wake of a year packed with legal problems. The reality star posted a selfie to Instagram with a detailed caption admitting to making mistakes, and declaring she hopes to right the ship with her relatives, including daughter Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson, 14, over time. Well, decided to get back at it. I'm not saying I'm perfect, as every day is a struggle, and some days I just want to disappear, and even though me and kids aren't still seeing each other, and it's been very hard on all of us, but I hope one day that will change, as I want them to know I miss and love them very much, Mama June said in an Instagram post. The McIntyre, Georgia native's post comes after a turbulent 2019 times chock with problems linked to drugs, gambling and brushes with the law, and 2020 starting on a rocky path. In recent months, Shannon has been besieged with financial problems, as TMZ last week reported that she sold a diamond ring at the Stockbridge, Georgia pawnshop Cash America for $1,500. Insiders told the site that the jewelry looked to be a wedding or engagement ring, though it wasn't clear if it was from her relationships with boyfriend Geno Doak, 44, or ex-husband Mike Sugar Bear Thompson, 48. Shannon and Doak were also kicked out of a McDonough, Georgia residence in Marriott they'd been staying at since late November, according to the outlet, after they failed to pay their $2,000 bill. Their trouble with lodging doesn't end there, according to TMZ, as they trashed a Georgia hotel room at the Fairbridge Inn & Suites months ago, leaving $1,000 in damages, including blood stains and broken glass, in their suite after an argument. They were arrested in connection with crack cocaine possession in Alabama in March of 2019, in which Doak was also charged with domestic violence and harassment. In June, sources close to the family told the outlet that an attorney had been hired to protect the fund's daughter Alana, 14, has earned from her TV career from her mother. June's daughter Lauryn Pumpkin Shannon, 20, is acting as guardian for the teen TV star and overseer for dispersing pertinent finances. However, Mama June Shannon has taken to social media to tell her family she misses them in the wake of a year packed with legal problems. The 40-year-old reality star posted a selfie to Instagram on Thursday with a detailed caption admitting to making mistakes, and declaring she hopes to right the ship with her relatives, including daughter Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson, 14, over time. Well, decided to get back at it. I'm not saying I'm perfect, as every day is a struggle, and some days I just want to disappear, and even though me and kids aren't still seeing each other, and it's been very hard on all of us, but I hope one day that will change, as I want them to know I miss and love them very much, Mama June said in an Instagram post. The McIntyre, Georgia native's post comes after a turbulent 2019 times chock with problems linked to drugs, gambling, and brushes with the law, and 2020 starting on a rocky path. In recent months, Shannon has been besieged with financial problems, as TMZ last week reported that she sold a diamond ring at the Stockbridge, Georgia pawnshop Cash America for $1,500. Insiders told the site that the jewelry looked to be a wedding or engagement ring, though it wasn't clear if it was from her relationships with boyfriend Geno Doak, or ex-husband Mike Sugar Bear Thompson, 48. Shannon and Doak were also kicked out of a McDonough, Georgia residence in Marriott they'd been staying at since late November, according to the outlet, after they failed to pay their $2,000 bill. Their trouble with lodging doesn't end there, according to TMZ, as they trashed a Georgia hotel room at the Fairbridge Inn & Suites months ago, leaving $1,000 in damages, including blood stains and broken glass, in their suite after an argument. They were arrested in connection with crack cocaine possession in Alabama in March of 2019, in which Doak was also charged with domestic violence and harassment. In June, sources close to the family told the outlet that an attorney had been hired to protect the fund's daughter Alana, 14, has earned from her TV career from her mother. June's daughter Lauryn Pumpkin Shannon, 20, is acting as guardian for the teen TV star and overseer for dispersing pertinent finances. However, as Mama June's family attempts to save her life on TV following a rocky year, the reality star was seen enjoying a trip to Florida with her boyfriend Geno Doak. The From Hot to Not star, 40, who was arrested in 2019 for cocaine possession, could be splitting a plate of fries with her man at the food court in the Seminole Hard Rock Hollywood, Florida casino and hotel Friday night. The pair kept their looks causal, as the mother of four looked slightly sullen. The Here Comes Honey Boo Boo Elms family has desperately tried to get Mama June to end her dysfunctional relationship with Geno, who crashed his SUV into their house in Georgia while driving drunk last summer. The new season of Not to Hot, which follows the Shannon family coping with the fallout of Mama's arrest, features the heated moment when daughter Lauryn Michelle Pumpkin Shannon scrams Geno is a piece of shit for the damage he's caused to their lives. Another clip on Friday showed Doak yelling back at Shannon, "Are you f***ing stupid?" Pumpkin chimed in, "I just don't think that Mama understands that everything she does affects all of us too." More footage revealed extreme family tensions and the toll Mama's drug issues have caused her family and health. In the alarming clip, the Georgia native sobs and reveals a cracked front veneer. Shannon's transformation has been documented through the years on her own reality show, which first saw the mother undergoing extensive surgeries to create an entirely new body. Her procedures reportedly cost a staggering $75,000, which included a breast augmentation, tummy tuck, liposuction, and veneers worth an estimated $10,000, according to People. For those who may be unfamiliar with June and Geno's recent activities, the Mama June, from not to hot stars were arrested for crack cocaine possession, among other things, following a domestic dispute at a gas station in March. Last month, June's youngest daughter, Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson, announced she would not move back in with her mother until Geno was out of the picture. She continues to live with and be cared for by her older sister, Pumpkin Shannon. Geno's lengthy video rant, over 16 minutes long, to be exact, kicked off with an apology to his family, friends, and fans for letting everybody down. He went on to blame his social media absence on WeTV and Think Factory, the production company behind Mama June, from Not to Hot, whom he claims have blocked me on everything.